Hello there, welcome back to my views and news. Important news story for you about Amhara Fano. Several Fano groups operating in the region. Some key decisions have been made at discussions held within the last 3 to 4 days because a major offensive on Fano is on the cards. It's already ongoing in some areas, border being sealed, etc. Now, what is Fano planning to counter this major military offensive by Ethiopian military? Fano groups have made some key decisions after long discussions. We have details for you in this video of the decisions made by Fano groups. Firstly, as I have been briefing you, we know that everyone knows that Fano fighters are not just ordinary lightly armed civilians. Fano consisted of youth farmers last year, in 2020 you can say, but during 2-year-long war, Fano acquired weapons, Fano obtained government support, public support. Fano groups were trained, foreign trainers trained Fano groups too. So today's Fano is different, but still last year Fano groups were not a major force to reckon with. Things changed this year when Ethiopian government shot in its foot by announcing the disbandment of special force members. That was the re-emergence of new Fano, modern Fano. While modern Fano groups have old Fano members, Ethiopian National Defense Force members, and former Amhara Special Force members. So friction among these groups is very much expected. Who is going to lead overall struggle? Who is going to lead Gajam Fano? Because we know that in Gajam, 2 commanders were known mainly. Zameen Akasi, Masrisha. Masrisha nowhere to be seen. Zameen Akasi arrested last year. He was released. Does he have the capability to lead Fano factions against a major military offensive? And there have been some conflicts between old Fano commanders and new faces of Fano. New faces of Fano are Amhara Special Force commanders. ASF members have joined Fano in thousands, tens of thousands rather. We have been seeing statements of colonels, Colonel Mogazigai, Colonel Fantahun Muhabao, and Colonel Fantahun was heard saying that he was trying to organize Fano under one army. So question is, who is going to lead Fano's strategy of self-defense? Now this is self-defense. When a major offensive on Fano is coming, Fano needs to adopt strategy of self-defense, how to survive and how to frustrate government's attempts to weaken Fano. Discussions were held. It was agreed by the participants that Amhara Special Force commanders who are part of Fano groups, they should lead Fano groups. It means that all Fano commanders are giving way, they are making way for Amhara Special Force commanders. Why? Because ASF members have long experience of fighting insurgencies. They have been part of counter-insurgency operations. They fought alongside Ethiopian National Defense Force. So they know how to command, how to organize, how to turn their groups into units like Ethiopian National Defense Force. That is why what we have learnt is that in Gajam, all Fano groups have reached an agreement. They have agreed to appoint former Amhara Special Force commanders as heads of their Fano groups. It has been agreed. What about then people like Zamine Kasi and others, Skandar Naga? Zamine Kasi, Skandar, others, they lead political struggle. Zamine Kasi does not know how to chalk out a defense plan against Ethiopian National Defense Force operation. Obviously, battle-hardened, trained commanders can make such plans. That is why, reportedly, Zamine Kasi, Skandar, others who have not served in military, who have not served in special forces, they are not being given leadership roles in terms of planning, in terms of planning of operations. So, operations wing of Fano is going to be led by former Amhara Special Force members. It has been agreed, firstly. Secondly, the discussions which were held led to election or selection, it's difficult to say, but all the participants agreed on some names. I have a few names, but I won't disclose the names. The participants agreed on some names who will lead Fano's operations wing. In Gajam, finalized. Fano has come under the command of ASF members. In Gondar, discussions ongoing. It is being said discussions in the final phase. Gajam is going to be the target of new Ethiopian military offensive because Gajam destabilized, military under immense pressure here, military unable to restore law and order here. So that is why main push of the offensive is going to be towards Gajam. That is why Gajam has made preparations. And by the way, within the last 3 to 4 days, large number of ENDF soldiers have been seen heading towards Gajam. That is why Gajam, Fano groups knew what was coming. They met, they agreed on these points. So far, no opposition. Will Zamine Kasi agree to be sidelined? Not sidelined, to take a political role. I think he'll have to agree because he does not have the capability to lead this type of counter-offensive struggle, which needs military expertise too. He'll continue struggle in some role, but not in terms of in charge of operations. In Volo, we already know that two colonels are leading military operation. They're already Fano fighters, ASF members. They managed to organize their Fano factions under those colonels. Showa Fano, I don't think Showa Fano is going to come under Amhara Special Force members because Showa Fano is already very well organized, well trained, well equipped. So maybe old commanders will continue as main commanders in Showa. Though we're trying to get some names, then we'll be able to say for sure what is happening on the ground. But keeping in view the recent operations in Showa, I think North Shore zone of the Amhara will be led by Showa Fano, old commanders who have experience of how to counter the new offensive. Now, are we going to see splits in Fano or will all Fano groups agree? I think they'll have to agree. They have agreed. Because now the survival is linked. They know that if one loses, other will lose too. The survival linked, they have agreed on some common points. Fano Commanders Council is being set up. Top Fano Commanders Operation Wing. One Operation Wings Council is going to be established. Those who is leading Fano operations in Showa, in Gujum, in Gondar, in Volo, they'll meet at this Fano Commanders Council. This council will make key decisions. You can say it's like a national just like there's a national security council. This Fano Commanders Council is a regional operational council of Fano commanders who will make decisions regarding where to conduct operations, how to defend, what to do with POWs, where to attack, how to defend, which bases to use, how to ensure that all Fano groups have supplies available, how to buy weapons, etc. Lots of things will be decided by this Amhara Fano Commanders Council. So that is what we have learned, that Fano commanders know very well that now they're being tested. They're going to be tested because a big offensive is coming. And if somehow they manage to repel this offensive, then from there they can start pushing ENDF back out of Amhara region. This is the test of their struggle. And they know the gravity of the situation. That is why emergency meetings held in Gurjum, in Gondar, in Showa too. But still, we cannot say Fano has come under one central body. Though, purpose of these meetings is to bring Fano under one command council, while the groups will retain their operational autonomy. This top operational council will make big decisions. So it's too early to say if Fano has come under one central body or not, but discussions have been held, decisions have been made. We'll see the outcome of these decisions in coming days. So far, military, government, they have made it clear. They don't want to talk to Fano fighters at this point of time, because at this point of time, Fano fighters maybe are not responsive to offer of talks. Fano fighters want to remove PM Abiy. A few days ago, a Fano commander in his interview said that yes, Fano would talk to government only if Abiy and his colleagues left Ethiopia. So this is the type of suggestion shared by Fano commanders. So no signs of talks, no positive response shown from Fano, and no meaningful attempt by the government to start talks. Ethiopian armed groups stop fighting when they get tired, when they lose public support, when they cannot find money, logistics, public support, and when they are sure to lose. That is what we saw in Tigray. For 2 years, they kept on fighting, accusing each other of the worst, heinous crimes, calling each other genociders, anti-Ethiopia. Then they sat at the table because they got tired. Fano is not tired, ENDF not tired. Both are showing their so-called resolve to fight on. Let's see what happens. Thank you for watching.